Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, now this is what you're going to see first in Cinema 4D is a view that looks something like this. So what I'm going to do is just show you where is what and what is where. So in the main screen is called the viewport. So this is where you can see what you're working on, and you can subdivide it into different options, and such as the top view, the front view, etc. And I'll show you that a little bit later on. In the top part of the screen, this is called your menu editor view. Okay, so that's what that is. So you can look at the cameras, display, change your display type, wireframe or box, different type of options. You can use that there. Filters. We're not going to go through all of these. There's a lot to learn here. And obviously Redshift, you can activate the IPR from here. So this is your menu item, which is the menu for your editor view. Okay, so this is your viewport, and it's a very powerful viewport. You can do a lot with it. Now if you go ahead and click F5, you can see the top view, front view, and the right view. A different way to do that is clicking the middle mouse button. So if I go ahead and click the middle mouse button and highlight any particular view I wish and click the middle mouse button again, I'm inside that particular view. So if I hit the middle mouse button again, back in the full view view, and now I can go straight to the perspective view here on the left hand side. So that's the viewport. On the right hand side, this is the object manager. So all our objects as we create them appear here, and they get stacked in a folder style stack, so from top to bottom, and you can move them around and you can see what's impacting what, and you can also see the materials that get applied. So this is what you use a lot when you're managing the objects on your screen. Now here, this is called the command groups. So you've got different types of things that you can initiate, such as creating primitives, getting text splines on the screen. You can do subdivisions and a lot of other actions. So you can apply cloth, you can extrude, you can create arrays, which is very powerful. You can create symmetry, booleans is also very powerful. You can add thickness to your geometry as well. So there's a lot of things you can use from this particular icon. The volume builder, again, as it suggests, it can increase the volume of the particular objects and do a lot of things. Another one that's very important is the cloner. So you can clone your objects. You can fracture your objects down here and do a lot of amazing things with this. So it's very powerful. Here you can twist, bend, collide, do a lot of really cool stuff here. Some of the things that I use a lot are the bevels or the bending. I sometimes use explosion as well, explosion FX, if I want those type of effects. And yeah, so you can use a lot of these particular commands, and so they're located here. Now on the bottom right hand corner, this is where your attributes manager is. So any object that you select up here, you're going to see their particular attributes in the bottom right hand corner. Now here on the very bottom is your animation toolbar. Now this is where you can see all the animations and basically manage them using the keyframes that you select. So you can activate your keys and just basically move objects around, and what that will do is it will just create a keyframe, and you can then basically manage it from here. Now this is a very easy one. Another keyframe option is actually to go up here and animation, and you got the timeline, which is a little bit more comprehensive. There's a lot more involved, or you can just stick with the really simple keyframe that you have here. Okay, so there are a couple of different options. So if I'm just going to remove that for now, that you can basically manage your animations with. On the left hand side and here at the top level, you have your command palettes. So you can add more commands, and these command palettes are particularly useful when you are moving objects around, creating extrudes, or doing spline creations. So this is what you use. So here you can create your objects, bend them and manipulate them, but this is sort of another level of detail on the left hand side using the command palettes up here. So in essence, this is basically your main areas, or your main zones of management within the Cinema 4D environment. Lastly, at the very top, this is where you see your main menu items. You can have all the creates, the modes. Again, some of these points here you can do. See, in Cinema 4D you can do things in many different ways. You can do it for using the menu, or you can do them using this particular port here. So you can see here the modes are there. Points, edges, and polygons are also there. So you can select your tools. So your tools are here, but they're also here on the left hand side. So you can use the menu options at the very top to help you navigate through it, or you can use some of these options. All of this is customizable. Now I'm going to show you how to customize it for Redshift. As stated previously, we use Redshift. We're going to use Redshift as your main renderer. So you should see everything that I'm highlighting here on the left hand side, which is file, all the way up to Redshift. Everything on the right hand side of Redshift is things that I've imported myself, like Insidium for X-Particles management, Corona another renderer, Grayscale, Gorilla is a great asset management and material management platform, so I've imported that there, and also have Octane, which is the third renderer engine that I like to have here as well. But we're not going to go through all of that. The main thing is that these are the sort of menu items you have in the very top. You now here up here, these are your layouts. So you can click different types of layouts. It's going to change the layouts of where everything's at. You normally start with a standard. Now what you're going to find later on, I'm going to introduce you to the Redshift layout, and I've got one here. And this is my Redshift layout where I can see what I'm rendering while I'm actually working on the actual objects. And the right hand side, you can see all the lights and things like that. So I'll introduce that a little bit later. For now, let's stick with standard. So that's your quick introduction of where is what and what is where. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.